Now I'm trying to make this real quick because they up to some plots. This white dude that they had just standing around acting crazy, saying crazy things. He came out here. They told him he got to go, but he stood here for I don't know what an hour. Then they called him a cab. He still wouldn't leave. They called up to the top, and then the head people at the top say don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? In other words, let him stay there because they already had the plot in play, right? So I'm thinking, well, it was him because there was some others driving around that they probably going to try to, take off on me or something, right? So when I came out, I just like, hey, how many out here, But he hurried up and shot in then, because remember they had been saying he had to leave. They were saying they would have to call the people, run him out. But see, there was more focus on they disabled me. They took my lot. 5 minutes I was in and out. Then they ran me down through here. And when I came out, as soon as I came out and spoke and went on by, now I ain't gonna lie, after that, when he went in, I knelt down with a sock and put me some rocks in the sock because I felt like they was plotting on me, right, just in case, and I put them in my pocket. But I never said no threats or nothing. There should be cameras and stuff right here. But he shot in, and I know because the head officers up top said don't worry about it, so he finna go file a false threat report. Like, I know how they work. But this short is really about this here. On December 22nd, 2025, I met a girl at the Greyhound station. I was riding a 91 coming from St. Charles Place heading towards downtown, but I got off in the Greyhound area. Met a girl, I forget her name, white girl, redhead, and we ended up walking down to the Circle K. We hung around for a little while, and then we ended up going back to the Greyhound area over there closer to the bus stop area. The trolley platform in the grass area, and it was a black dude that was out there. Basically, I ended up selling him my knife that I had. It was like an American knife, like red, white, and blue design handle. Sold it to him. That was on the 22nd. That night, I want to say it was between like 11 and midnight, maybe a little after because we walked to the Circle K. So it could have been the 23rd, early 23rd. Cameras in that area should show. Then later we would end up walking down to some little platform where we sat a little bit. Then we end up walking to a rebuild center. So what I'm getting to is that's the morning when this girl, this other white chick, I want to say her hair is kind of brownish too, right? She came from around the corner and asked to use my phone. The outgoing call right here you see is December 23rd, 6:11 a.m. When she walked up, she said she was coming from the little gas station around the corner from Rebuild Center off of Tulane and the highway area right there. She said that a guy had bought her a drink, and then when she came out, the guy wanted to go on a date or something, and she refused him, so he snatched all her shit and left, so she asked to use the phone to call the police, so I let her use it. So we was all standing there, because the cameras showed there was several of us standing there, right? You know what I'm saying? So she used it, but then after they was talking to her, she said, just hung up. They just talking about they gonna file a report, like she was mad. But I see it was it was all an act, because I recall she said, "Oh, this is Athena Sims," and I just recalled that Athena Sims was the another white chick that I had met before over on St. Charles Place, who had sent me her number, but at the time I wasn't connected to Wi-Fi. She gave me a number. She tried to call. But then when I finally, she said, call her. I said, okay, cool. I didn't call that day, though. The next day, I ended up texting her or whatever, right? I ended up texting her. She never responded back, but then I had got a weird voicemail when I reconnected to Wi-Fi, right? So when I reconnected to Wi-Fi, the voicemail, it sounded like in the background you can hear someone saying, and then you can hear some brother, like a black dude, say, "Oh yeah," something like, "Oh, you thought you were gonna move up, huh? You was trying to move up." And then I hear a white dude say, "Yeah, yeah." But anyway, I was so pissed off, it disturbed me that I ended up calling. First, I walked up to the precinct over there off of Tulane and what's that, Broad Street. Tried to get in there, the doors was locked, so I ended up calling 911, telling them about that, right? And I said, I feel like there was someone possibly getting tortured, and they sent it to my phone, and I'm tripping, you know what I'm saying? Especially because that weird stuff didn't happen until after I had after I had tried to text her that next day, but she never responded from her number, but they didn't take it serious at all. It's like, okay, we'll have them call you. I say, well, they can't call me because my phone is off, but it allows me to make emergency calls. Say, okay, well, we'll let them know that. So I was pissed, I was like, well, this weird shit, because with the phones, I've been getting hacked so long, I got many channels about it. Meek and Humble 1, M-E-E-K, letter N, then H-U-M-B-L-E, number 1. Cryptic message 1111, C-R-Y-P-T-I-C. Messages, M-E-S-S-A-G-E-S, 1111, no spaces. Prince Yahshua, P-R-I-N-C-E-Y-A-H-S-H-U-A, 133. Saint Imperion, S-A-I-N-T-I-M-P-E-R-I-N-N-I-A-N, 1111, and there's been other channels. I've had so many, man, because I've been going through it. But in addition to that, I want to point out that that was an act. Oh, they're just gonna file a report. So when she left there, basically she took off so they couldn't find her, And then we all still there, fell asleep across the street. Well, I know I did. When I woke up, some people had already went in to go, because they over like 7:30 to rebuild. And then when I woke up, there was no one on my sides, so I went in too. But the redhead chick, she was gone. And the other chick, she left too. But I've been noticing just weird things. Tiffany, which was a redhead chick that I met before, brownish red hair, whatever. And I recall that a couple of days after, I had been, we're all homeless, so we all see each other pretty much day in, day out at the rebuilding center, or Azani Inn, well, however you pronounce it. So, but I noticed that shortly after me and her started hanging out, I want to say, what day was that? On the 20, the night of the 24th. On the night of the 24th, maybe between 9 and 11, she was at the rebuild center sitting down with like 3 or 4 black dudes. And I had having to walk up or whatnot, and they was getting high and doing their thing, But I pretty much just gave them their space and told them, you should be safe, because I'm cool, because I noticed the energy got weird, right? So they left, she would later return. My backpack, that's where my backpack got stole. Because when they left, I'm trying to be, I care about people. So after a while, I was like, man, something really didn't feel right. So I asked the old man that was right there. He bright skinned. They called him Richard. He had some type of ailment where he goes like kind of like when he talks, yeah. But I asked him to hold it, so he said okay. He put it up under the blanket, he laid on it. So I said, I told him to hold it because I wanted to go try to find him before, I sensed something. So when I took out walking, one of the dudes was, when I took out walking right there, made that right, then a quick left to go under the bridge. I seen one of the dudes, the taller one, and he was like, yeah, I was like, where they at? Oh, where she go? It's like, they went down that way. So then I kept walking. Then the guy on the bike was coming down, the one they called Black. And he was like, this way, you know what I'm saying? But see, now I realize they were just leaving me out. This is what I'm confused about, because they were saying, well, man, that chick just be helping them set people up, to get them for stuff like that, right? Some people do this, some people don't, but I don't know if I believe it or not, because when she would come back later. But long story short, I couldn't find him. He took off on a bike. I'm thinking he had circled back around either whoever went back, somebody went back, double back, told Richard to give him my bag that I said to give it to him, and when I didn't, and so they got all my stuff, both my beanie hats, my gloves, socks, all my underwear. Only underwear I got left is the ones that I had on that day. Now I'm having to wear shorts just to have underwear. They took a bunch of different stuff, electric tweezers and stuff, and I'm noting all this because then yet again something else weird would happen when I would meet Deborah. I hadn't seen her before, but what day was that? I want to say it was like the 27th, or was it like the 26th or the 27th? I think it was the night of the 27th when I met her at that little gas station. Not met her, I hadn't just met her that day. She was sitting down at that gas station right there off Tulane and that highway, and I remember I had went to get some cigarettes. Let me place the times, okay? I forgot to mention that when Tiffany had came back, she returned. When I couldn't find them, I came back, and then that's when I found out my backpack was gone. She would show up a little while later, and I was very upset, because all my stuff was gone. I'm a little intoxicated, but I'm pissed. And then on top of that, she says, well, I'm the one that got raped. I'm the one that got some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, well, who was it? Because I'm hot. And I'm like, well, who was it? Who was it? And they don't listen to her. She be helping to say nothing. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, tell me, is it one of them? Is it one of them? You won't say nothing. She starts crying a little bit. Then I say, okay, well, get your stuff and we can walk away. I got you. Don't worry about nothing. Pretty much, I was upset saying it, and I kept trying to say it. And I said, look, they got songs about this type of stuff. They say, don't save her. Because I'm upset. Like, I done lost my stuff being concerned about you. And I don't know you like that. I don't really like it just intimately like that. You're just a friend. But here I am. That's how I was thinking. And I started singing a song. But here I am trying to do it anyway. I said, look, one more time, if you get a chance to try to get away, get up, come on. She wouldn't. So I ended up started talking to her. I said, you know what, y'all just stay over there with all the trash. How you doing? So anyway, my whole point, because I had told, I said, see, I told your dumb ass you should be safe in anything that you do. It don't matter what you do, just be safe. I tell everybody that though. Men, especially women, because man, it's dangerous out here. But anyway, then I remember, so it's like these guys, they following, it's like they send women towards them, or they get at the ones that I done spoke to. I don't know what they tell them, they take them off or whatever, but I had told them before, I said, man, these people been doing some evil, wicked things, man, for a long time, trying to trap me, set me up, frame me, and I believe they've been hurting people in the process to try to trap me to make it look like I did it. So they get things that I had, or items I bought or sold, or things with my DNA or prints on it or something like that. So anyway, long story short, Deborah was a girl that was sitting at that gas station. I'm trying to recall all this because it got me stressed out. And then all the things that people been saying. So we ended up chilling at the in my Vandal apartment until 1. So on the night of, like I said, I believe it was the 20. Today is the 30th. Yesterday was the 29th, 28th. It was the night, the 27th. And she was like, cause we got to talking. She was like, well, where you be sleeping at? So I told her, man, she said, well, yeah, they got water and stuff, electricity. I'm like, yeah. So she said, well, you show me where it's at? I said, yeah. She was like, well, let me get my stuff. You walk me over there? I said, okay, fine. So I walked her down to, I said, where you been sleeping at? She said, the morgue. I say, the morgue? She said, yeah. I say, man, that's, because that's eerie. But she said it's 2 blocks away from that gas station. So she walks 2 blocks, whatever. The sign I seen on the side of the wall, we make that left, because we're walking down the circle, we make that left. It says something about health clinic, disease, some shit. But we go back there, to me, it looks vacant, empty, And she has a door that she goes in. It said New Orleans Police IT department. I'm like, how you get in there? Oh, they let me in, but there's nothing in there. So it was weird. So that's when I turned on my flashlight and started, because I told her I'm not going in. I'm staying out here. You know, she had a little red-nosed pit bull in there or whatever. It was like a pup, not a fully grown or too young. But yeah, so it was just weird. Then I seen a dude across the fence after me kept, because when she was taking a while, she said she was gonna grab her stuff and grab the shower curtain for me. It was because I had told her, I said I ain't got a shower curtain. So I started getting nervous. So I turned on the flashlight now because it's dark back there. I started walking around looking, you know, and then I seen a dude on the other side of the fence walk out. I said, man, it's someone that's on this other side of the fence. She said, don't worry about it. You know, so I kept it cool. I said, well, look, let's go. You know what I'm saying? You've been back here too long. So we leave. We go to the bandos at Falstaff off of Gravier, and you know, we put her stuff in. Then we come out and go walk down the hallway so I can show her, so she look at some of the other apartments. I told her, I say, some of them already be having people in some of the bandos already, so you got to check. If you see something in there, you know. So we looked at one, and there was somebody. Then we noticed that two dudes had two black dudes that came up the steps and walked by the hole, but they was looking down there. And I thought that was weird, you know, but I didn't say nothing at first, you know. And then I remember no, I did say, I say, people you don't be coming over here that live on other floors, but you never know. But I know, I said, well, let's just go back to my bando and we'll just chill for a minute, because I thought that was odd. And then when we turned around, they walked back by again. So I was like, man, damn, they must have just walked by a few feet and walked right by, like, threw me out, right? So long story short, man, I do recall when she was saying something weird about, how you doing? She was saying some weird stuff about, like, the night prior to us getting making it back to the phone, she had like held, you know how like if you see something gruesome, she kind of hold her head like seeing like a beanie with a skull in it. And if I remember correctly, at first I thought she said red hair at first, but I know for sure that the last time when I asked, she said black hair, and it disturbed me because I know what I've been going through, right? I know all the different plots and plans and setup attempts, everything I've gone through, false imprisonment, all that stuff. So immediately I know that a lot of times they get things that I've had, you know, because they would steal my stuff, and you know, and that's like I said, I got a long list of complaints. So I immediately thought in my mind, well, I had two beanies in my backpack that they stole from me, a black one with a tag on it, and then a black one that I had wore. It disturbed me. So I said, man, what kind of games you playing, man? Who sent you over here playing with me, man? Don't be playing. I'm not playing with you, this and that there. He said, man, anyway, I ended up blowing it off. So I remember she was like, well, I wasn't going to stay out night, this and that there. I ain't going to accuse. And said, can you shut the door on your way out for me, please? She said, yeah, I recorded that too, because I started getting suspicious. But I recall, like, on the 28th, I came in, no, 27, 28, yeah, I think it was the 28th. I had came in like maybe between noon and 1 p.m. and went to sleep. So I pretty much was up all night, went to sleep, slept till probably about 8:39, something like that. When I came out, I remember because I showered, changed, I came out, and when I turned right, I came downstairs, turned right, like going towards the Azanami Inn. She was sitting right there in the corner, like with her basket, and she had 2 bottles of liquor, Tostitos, and Taco Vodka whipped cream, right? So I was like, man, give me some. You know what I'm saying? First I was like, hey, so what's up, what you doing? So another this up there. She said, finna get dolled up and go shake her ass at the little club that was down the street again. So yeah. It's like, then I asked for, give me some of that liquor. She's like, well, you can have this Tostitos, there's only a little bit left. I was like, well, let me get some of that taco whipped cream. And first she was like, no. And then she's like, okay, I just took a sip. And then she said, you can have the Tostitos. So I killed the Tostitos. And then I was like, well, okay, I'm finna go, you know. because I had my black suitcase in my hand. You know, I had my black coat off in there and gray Nikes, because I was going to get rid of all of them. I decided to keep the black coat though, because it ended up getting cold. But, so all right, so I left. And I was selling the suitcase. The suitcase, I ended up, when I left, and I'm trying to remember which way I go. Okay, I think I went straight down. I know I ended up over there at the bus stop, off of 2 Lane, down there by the Fed campus building, federal campus building. And there was a guy there, and he was like, hey, but see, this is why my mind been replaying over everything. It seems that every single time it's really been people that was already planning, because they already know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Because they have access to my phone. They hacked them, you know, and then they communicating back and forth and whatnot. So now it's like in my mind, he was already planning stuff. And then he's like, hey, you know, talking, like, hey, y'all, I'm from Funky Town. And he say, Funky Town. Hey, what's up, yeah? So, what's happening? Oh, you good? You get out your way. As a matter of fact, I'm going outside. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so we just chopped it up a little bit, and then I was telling him I was trying to get rid of the suitcase. And so we ended up willing and dealing. Yeah, he gave it. Anyway, it don't matter. But so we're like, man, walk over to Rebuild Center with me. I said, all right, cool. So we walk over to Rebuild. You gotta remember, it's already dark out. Woke up like 8:30, 9. We get over to Rebuild Center, and we there chilling for a minute. Then sister girl pull up, and then the other brother pull up and really start trying to argue and stuff, right? But he was messy. But I knew something wrong. He was like, where your girl? I was like, that ain't my girl. And he was talking about Tiffany, the one that I told you was a Rebuild, and she had came back and said she was raped. I said, that ain't my girl. He say, I thought you said that was your hoe. I didn't never say that was my hoe. But you felt like that because I stayed clean, or because I was upset that day, telling her I told your dumb ass not to do that. I told your dumb ass to be responsible. You know, I'm upset really, because y'all stole my shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm losing my shit from caring about somebody. You know, and then aside from that, I said, I was quick with it though, you know, because right now I'm trying to think of everything, because I got to backtrack, think about everything, because it's been so much happening. So, yeah. So I was like, when he first said, where your girl? I said, that ain't my girl. He said, oh, I thought you said that was your hoe. I say, no. When he first said, I say, that ain't my girl. And or what do y'all do with her? Because I hadn't seen her. It's like everyone that I talk to, they come behind them and they do something. But anyway, so yeah, he was saying that. So I started talking about, man, look, man, I've been going through some things for a long time. So I'm talking about the Coach Coven, Satanic Coach Societies. I don't know what everybody is. I'm just telling them what I'm going through. I know you don't believe. And then one other dude was telling me, like, yeah, man, this stuff do exist. And then sister girl was talking, but, you know, I was like, man, you know what? I said, man, I'm finna go, man, because I didn't want to argue. And then as I'm walking off, I started recording because I felt like it was weird, because the one dude I sold the suitcase to, he said, stay here for a minute, I'll be right back. And he left. And then when he left, he came back with like a bottle of soda or something. You know, but I just started thinking, what are they really doing when they, you know, telling them wait right here? But those cameras, see, they got to get those videos to be able to, you know, that at that time, I want to say it had to be between 9:30, 9 or 10 or something like that. 11, no, somewhere up in there. Anyway, man, I left. I walked off, and then so I left with my with the black coat still in hand, with the shoes dropped in it, and one in each sleeve, the gray Nikes with the black check on it. Where I leave from there, I left from Rebuild, came down this way. I think I went down to NY Food Mart, asked some people down there. And then I remember, I think I came back, got on a bus, went downtown, was asking around, went downtown like by the library area, and like by the library area, the main library downtown, across the street from that little police school thing, whatever. Then I remember it started drizzling, so I got back on the 3 and I came down this way somewhere. Then I ended up going back down to the NY Food Mart, and I saw Ghost. And Ghost is a skinny black dude. He do his thing. It's his business. He was with the white chick. I forget the white chick's name, Lorella or something like that, right? She has a son, little mixed son, like a little boy, probably about no more than 2 or something. And I was like, hey, what's up? You remember? Yeah, I remember this and that. Saying, so where your baby at? Oh, he's with a family member. Okay. But anyway, she was trying to get a beer. I remember I ended up pulling out some change, $1.30, like $1.35 change, giving it to her. She went and got one of them green Sex on the Beach. I ain't sure which kind it is, but I know it's green. But it's one of them kind of designer kind of bills. And so I was telling her, I was like, look, sometimes I like to do the gas hustle where, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when you're struggling, you can look at it like something bad. You can just look at it like you're just trying to get by. What you do, you just pull up the gas tank and get it out. People can relate to run out of gas. We get a few dollars, get some, you know what I'm saying? Really, I was hoping to get enough money to be able to get cigarettes, probably some me, I would like vodka. Things like that. But, so we end up riding, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I went the wrong way. So we come back, go to Brothers, that gas station, and someone ended up giving like $7. And went back in, that probably was about, probably like 12 to 1, I don't know, it was something like that, 11:30, 1, 12, I ain't even sure. But, so went into the Brothers, I told them put 5 in there, I kept 2, and then after that we left. We tried one more gas station, but it wasn't nothing really jumping. That's the one we drove down to that, it's a gas station like going down, if you go down 2 lane, make that left on South Curl and go down, it's like a Costco and then like a McDonald's. It's like a little gas station right there somewhere by Washington Drive. We stopped right there. Nothing was jumping. I asked a few people. Then we got back in and they said it was tired. I said, okay, look, I see y'all tired, man. If you want, y'all can chill at my bando if you want, or you can pick one of those empty bandos that's on the same floor. It's like, well, show it to us. So I go over there. But when we get in the parking lot, go sleep. He don't want to get up. So he said, well, I ain't going in there without you, go. So I said, well, I tell you what, y'all just stay asleep. I really been asleep all day. I ain't finna go in there either. I'm finna walk and still see if I can get rid of the jacket and these shoes. So then I took off from there. Where did I go? I think I went to that meat mart right there on Broadway. Because I'm trying to recount every step because it's going to be important. Because they obviously, they done did some fuck shit. I sense it, and then I'm thinking about when Deborah had made that mention about, I saw a beanie with a skull cap on it, and then I'm going to tell you some shit that, just check it out, because I got to go step by step. So boom, long story short, I ended up not being able to get rid of the jacket or the shoes. So I ended up coming over here to this house, the same hospital I'm at right now, University Medical Center, New Orleans. Checked in. I told myself I was just gonna, chill in there, and then I ended up leaving at about a little bit after 6 on the, what day was that? Because that had to be the 28th. Yeah, that had to be the 28th. It's in the records. They got it on file. Walked to the Azanami Inn, because they start feeding around 6:30 or so. So I walked straight over there to go get some breakfast. Ate. Then after that, I left. Or did I sit there for a while? I can't recall. 28th. I can't recall exactly. But I remember when I left the Azanami Inn, and as you come through that apartment parking lot to come towards Falstaff Apartments, soon as we was getting ready to cross the street, it was an old timer or something like, yeah, man, something, the little it was white bro, something they had us some. He said they had us somewhere raping all through the night. I'm like, which one? He's like, I don't know. I say he said something. I was like, so you're not talking about the one they called Deborah? Is you the one that was pushing the basket? And he's like, I think that's her. And I was like, in my mind, I thought, that's fucked up. And then I just started thinking about how it seemed like they go in behind me, they follow me or whatever. Or in my thought, I was like, well, maybe they were mad because she slipped up and, said the thing about the skull and the beanie thing. Maybe there was a slip up, and they were mad because I remember when I had first came out that previous day, came downstairs. I said, hey, what you doing? Something. First she seemed like she kind of had, how you can just read the energy, even though it's subtle. They ain't trying to show it. Like I could just see the energy, like in her eyes, or like like right here in the middle of the forehead, like a little bit. You know how a person can be irritated with the fact of, like they had been scolded or something, but they can't show it. That's the impression I got, but I never said it. Just registered real quick, and I just kept talking. And, hey, man, give me some of that liquor. But anyway, I was like, damn, man, that's cold. So now, wondering what happened to her. Then I was thinking about another time when, as a matter of fact, I believe that was on December the 24th, the last time that they fed it at the Republic Center before they shut it down until January the 5th. January the 5th, of course, is not here yet, right? But I remember it's a white chick with black hair named Jamie, and she's like 34. She was like 33, 34 weeks. And I was like, man, so your legs don't be hurting, won't you sit down? She's like, no, this, that, other. Long story short, she walks off, she goes inside, but I'm out there talking to somebody else smoking. I remember I went in and I went and told the lady, I said, man, won't y'all help Jamie? By then she was coming back out and she was walking out the door. I was like, man, won't y'all help her, man? She's 34 weeks pregnant. She's about to drop and she's walking so much, her legs are swelling up, because she be nonchalant about it. I'll be like, I said, man, your legs not hurting? She said, no, I'm fine. But anyway, it was the lady, I think she has like auburn hair, that works in Rebuild Center. She has the little glasses, kind of just a little touch chunky, just a touch, just got a little meat on, not much. But anyway, she's like, well, she was like, is she at risk? I was like, well, I mean, she's homeless. She ain't at risk of like, no trouble. She ain't had no domestic violence, nothing like that. And said, well, I'll talk to her next time. She said, I'll talk to her when she comes back in. So I remember thinking, I said, man, she ain't going to come back in. She finna leave and just take out walking and do what she do. But I remember when it was one time when I was down there because I was trying to check on her, make sure she was all right. And as she was walking off, it was a brother that had these tattoos or whatever. And you know what? That don't even matter because I can't even assume. But in my mind be working like that, though. Because I remember it was like, man, do she mess with, I think he said, I can't remember if he said Tina Ice or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I believe so. I think I heard her ask for some one time, But I ain't thinking nothing of it, I'll be too open too, man. People could just be. But I remember he took out walking behind. I think he's saying something, trying to talk to her. But I ain't thinking nothing about that either. But I'm just thinking of all these women, the different women that I spoke to, either here or there. I ain't seen none of them no more. Then I was thinking about on the, what day was it? That was just the other day, the 20, was it the 20? Okay, no, that was the 28th as well. Later that day, I don't know, man. It's been a lot of weird shit being said. I made other videos. I don't think I uploaded them yet. About dude telling me, man, don't be going back over there to Falstaff no more. It's a bunch of bodies over there. So then that was in my mind, because like people like to say, oh, well, you paranoid or you must be on drugs. When people go to tell you all these things and people go to get missing, you ain't seeing them. Then another dude was talking about somebody being stabbed, and then I thought about, did they use my knife? I'm thinking about all these things, Then I noticed them gray Nikes that I had with the black check mark. I had took them. I had left them on on that blue bench down towards the end, not the front side, but the bench on the back, like going towards the door where we go in to go eat. Not to go eat to like we going in to use the bathroom or something. But I had left them over there, and I kept telling everybody, all the women, anybody, man, look, I left them over there, whoever want them, you can have them. The cameras will show that too. That was on the morning of the 28th as well. Yeah, on the morning of the 28th. But, so also, because I got to get this, I got to rest this out of my brain. Also, what else was said, man, that had me tripping? Something else that was said that had me tripping. And I know this is not well put together. I just want to get this up, man, because if it's some fuck shit going on, ain't nobody finna put bullshit on me. And I firmly feel and feel like I can prove that people have been trying to set me up for the longest. But all my time's gonna check out. If it's a little off here and there, it's because I'm trying to recount everything. What else? Oh yeah. On the 28th, I remember. Was it 28th? Yeah, I do believe it was the 28th. Or was it the 29th? Might have been the 29th. I remember we was at Azanami Inn. I remember Lacey had came. I don't know if it was the 28th, 29th, but she had kind of rushed through. She went to the back to go get some clothes to hurry up and leave and stuff. And she got in the truck with some dude in 4x4. Lacey's white chick. Got the colored hair like blue hair, different colors. And it looked like she got in the truck with some Mexican dude, whatever. He could be something else though. But I remember it looked like she was rushing. She's like, I was looking for Levi. He stole my red sleeping bag. And I'm like, he stole your red sleeping bag? Yeah, but he's gonna bring it back. I'm like, something ain't adding up. And I'm like, Levi don't steal like that, dude. I ain't never seen. It ain't making sense, right? I was like, well, what if he stole it, he wouldn't bring it back. It just makes sense. So, but she looked like she was in a rush. She left. And then I started thinking, well, what was it? I thought y'all be over there in the tents. So later on, I remember she'll be end up saying something like, oh, I thought you was with Lacey last night. So I ain't been with no Lacey. I didn't even go back to Falstaff. After that weird shit was said to me about the bodies and shit, it spooked me out so bad that, and I recorded about that too. And I said, look, such, I'm not going in there. I don't feel comfortable now, And then plus I had been noticing that several times when I came back, something had been moved around inside, like the trash bag had been snatched off the dishwasher. Someone had pissed on the toilet. Another time they poked 3 holes in my queen size air mattress, and I'm gonna post a picture of that too on the channel. So yeah, all these things was just messing with me. I'm like, okay, well what if some? First I was like, well man, if some dead bodies in there, man, it would stink, You try to block out all those things, man. But with all these things being said and done, and people you ain't seeing no more, and it's too much. So that spooked me. They ain't been back, so I ain't really got no sleep since because I just been outside, and it's been cold too, especially tonight, or last night, because it's already new morning, and so I just been trying to figure it out. That's why I came up to the hospital, because I figured, well, because I've been up there before, they let me rest in there. I mean, they don't let you, you make your medical complaint, you go in like everyone else, and you sit through the process. But with me, through this night here, both times, 15 minutes, second time, 5 minutes, I swear, especially that second time. I mean, literally, after you get through with security, you go check in at the thing, you tell them, okay, I said fatigue, which I'll be honest, because I'm tired, right? Of course, if you ask, okay, because I'm spooked, I don't want to go over there. I had waited till that next morning, wait till daylight came up, and I recorded that too. Turn on my camera as I went in to go get my stuff. Saying I left the blanket, the sheet, and the pillow and stuff with my pink shirt that's over it. I really want my stuff, but I ain't got nothing else to carry it in. Oh yeah, and my tub, my